let's play some Counter-Strike.
And a whole lot higher level of Counter-Strike as well. The contrast is impossible to ignore in this head-to-head. 4 major rookies in FUT, the youngest team at the major, taking on the world #1 who are fighting for their 3rd consecutive. That's the stakes. Whole different kettle of fish here into stage 3, a trial by fire for FUT.
What we need to find out is the messaging from the Vitality camp about the US tour, as that was a vacation. They weren't practicing, they were taking their foot off the gas. Well, let's see. They're definitely practicing for this one. As he flashed off the line outside B, so information gathered early.
cmtry immediately starting with the dual Berettas tucked baskets.
Well, they played heavy for sides, haven't they? But now they can start to clear out other parts of the map. Krebeni returns to middle. Longs and Demon take E-box control, but there will be a fight over towards A.
Jug's going to be playing for that one-tap, baiting into cmtry. Doesn't find that one-tap. ZywOo and Robs have opened up the account and opened up the site. Just Krebeni for that cross, going for that one-tap and dip. Already ZywOo pathing first, draws and gets the info, and flameZ's lurking through middle to make life miserable. You can't rotate, you can't win this round, and Vitality have started as they mean to go on.
I do like the fact that FUT have picked this, right, to really try and turn the screws. They did the same thing against G2, but it's always going to be tough against Vitality, especially with all the time they will have spent prepping for this major. And if they might even get a kill on this pistol round. Demon, last man standing, surrounded, and mezZ, he can have the job done in a moment's time. A little bit late to it, but Demon is taken to the underground, and that is a 1-0 start, flawless stuff from Vitality, and also their intensity, right? The intensity they're going to bring today for this is going to be out of this world. They can't get tripped over in a best of 1. They're going to have plenty of rounds of Counter-Strike to play, but we'll see how easy it is, right? Because coming into this major, everyone understood the messaging. It's whether you believe it or not, and the only way that we can see what's true is the result we get in the server today. If they come out hot, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, we kind of all forgot a little bit. We saw Spirit win an event. Oh, Na'Vi toppled them. Apex saying, well, if teams can't beat us when we're not practicing, what's going on, right? We're giving them a chance. So force buy back. Heavy A-lane. Krebeni ready to assist out the hole. 3 main. And Long's just blocking over towards B. He's got another smoke to work with. Tempered start, not just running into any of these fights. There's the next smoker play, and Lonks is out now. It's just Jugs. Krebeni catching nothing on his glances, playing a risky game, right? If they do walk up middle, while he's glancing through the hole, he could go down, and Apex looks somewhat ready for this.
He's been waiting for it this whole time. Now he starts his maneuver. As do they. Ooh, hang on, Rob's going down. That's a good start.
Oh, ZywOo sleeping.
Nailing the headshot onto ZywOo, no less. Now Apex has got his work cut out for him. He needs help. He's getting deagled in the back of the spine. Easy pickings. FUT second round with 5 alive. Just mezZ to get past. It has collapsed for Vitality. Doesn't find that immediate headshot. Crosshair wasn't far off the mark, and now Krebeni's going to drop in and start scavenging, see if he can find an upgrade.
Good luck to get away with this one, mezZ. 25 seconds. You're going to head back towards spawn, but they're pretty damn close. Lonks trying to cut you off at the pass. Worst case, you go down after time, and this could get even more miserable.
He'd be left with just $300. You've got 5 alive. You managed to pick up all those guns. Do you really want to go any further? Lonks looks like he is going to give it a look.
And mezZ's in the open.
3, 2, 1. It's half the time. Is he tucked in time? They're charging in. Lonks has a go. Oh, he does go down after time.
Okay, $650 for mezZ there. Fortunately, he takes down Lonks, so gets himself a little bit of extra cash. Was a cold shower immediately.
Yeah.
Flawless pistol, and then a force buy at 1 back. That one is going to leave a mark. The first one into Rob's fine. ZywOo looked like he got caught sleeping here. Felt like Krebeni was on his screen for at least enough time to do something about it. This is fantastic output. Is now Vitality. Have to buy in with something rough around the edges.
It's impressive. Losing pistol and winning the second round force versus a squad like Vitality, that is a feather in the cap of FUT.
3-1-1 with the heavy lean towards B. bomb down towards T stairs and not picked up. Tells you if they do want to finish on this side of the map that the bomb will be late. These could be some of the ring rust for Vitality. Apex will get the E-box control, but goes down. Easy for Demon.
Easy peasy. Get your opening kill. Krebeni continues to play his power position in middle. ZywOo's going to have a go versus Demon. MP9 versus Deagle.
No head armor.
Yeah, it could just be caught by the burst. Demon seems to be informed and easy pickings.
Even basics on display right there that you love to see, right? Peeking with the molly coming in. Subvert that expectation, maybe catch him turning away or scampering back. It's tidy stuff early. As we're about the 35-second mark, and now this gets desperate for Vitality.
Yeah, you got Jugs here just ready and waiting. Spotted, he does make it difficult to track. Fair play, loses complete control. cmtry overlooked completely. They have no idea he's here, and Rops wasn't ready. Beautiful. Doesn't overplay his hand and converts the round cleanly.
Get the loss bonus, my friend.
Yeah, he needs it.
Don't let him toy with you again. Okay, this time he will be getting that loss bonus into the bank balance, but it's only 1900, 24 next, so this will have to be the eco. So FUT, they win out the early game.
And Vitality will be humbled completely for this.
Yeah, a little bit lazy here as well. They take down Jugs the anchor, but they're not even considering a second at all. Too easy for cmtry. Good output from the AWPer, and well, he gets exactly that going into this round. So Krebeni twists the knife in this one. Understands they're on eco. Will surge out window. I want people to keep their eyes on those plays. There was a nice little move from FUT. They will go for mid-round aggression. They'll allow you to establish that water control, and then they'll have a combo of two players pushing in through E-box. cmtry setting him up with nades from A. Jugs will push A main, and Krebeni will jump out that hole. And it is tough because, well, if you can have access, you can really slow down the defaults. If you're able to shave one off, you can almost ruin an entire round. And for Vitality, the fact that there's an MP9 in T spawn with 1:15 on the clock, you already know that you're not getting much done with this. The hand forced back into B, where the two rifles are just on the jiggle, ready to slaughter. Smoke fading, and here comes the fight. Demon gets his bell rung, but doesn't have too many qualms whatsoever. It does go down. Okay, picked up. Krebeni's not going to get there to upgrade away from the MP9. But the guns now come out for Vitality. It's Apex in with just a Galil. Same with mezZ. They need the util. So how long until the world #1 starts to settle into things? I thought it happened with the pistol. Pretty quick wake-up call. Insta E-box smoke thrown out from Apex. Heavy towards T stairs. The AWP going to take the line.
We'll fire one off. And look at the pace on this. They want to ask questions of A immediately. There's 3 CTs here. Quick reaction. You take your first stage behind the smoke and then peace out.
So it's kept the CTs moving, sure, but they still have a boatload of util to rifle through. Keep smoke towards A main, and Jugs up on Fountain. Feeling relatively confident that that space is theirs again. cmtry will now take this B line, and the bomb rotating back on that side of the map. They want to flash out longs.
Active, so active. There's the util. mezZ confirms and relays likely. Push out B main, and then on this return, ooh, long slips off. Actually saves his life there from the Galil. Demon
fight.
Summoned to come and back him up.
Okay, again, just the details. Playing it together, understanding the situation.
Enables mezZ to quickly start to throw out his util for this crunch. 2 through E-box. 2 through main.
Apex has a molly for the plat.
He's going to have to be forced to throw his util. He's burning down, and still easy pickings for flameZ. Just walks on in and claims the site for Vitality.
They're giving it a look. 2 towards CT. On the fade of the smoke, they'll have a chance.
Glimmer of opportunity through the smoke. Catches ZywOo trying to escape, but it's a one tap out of Rops' AK.
All right, it's going to be called off now if they can get this AWP.
If you can get past Apex, another one tap.
All right, and Krebeni over towards T-spawn, looking for some damage on the way out the door, but that'll be the second round for Vitality.
And flameZ just Beyblading into the site.
Yeah, once they got that space, the execute looks simple. You can see how much pressure Launx was under with that molly. It's tough. You go 3-0 in stage 2, and the way the seeding works, you end up against one of the top teams for your opening game. Now, the whole point of this is to avoid the best teams facing each other in our 2-2 games. There's definitely another way, but that's a conversation for another day. Okay, so rifle round has been notched for Vitality. Let's see if they can make it 2 on the trot, because FUT don't have any issues in the buy department. Rob's this time tasked with throwing out the Insta E-box smoke. Just applies so much more pressure and kind of alleviates some of those plays through the hole. Oh, just double mollies into main.
A little bit of damage. Nothing to write home about.
This, for me, feels like they're set up for that play I was talking about, the mid-round scoop out the hole with the double E-box push. So, set up and ready for the aggressions.
An exchange of util E-box. It's Apex versus Demon, but he'll take the space off the second Molotov. Confirms that's theirs.
Because they dumped 2A main, they would have one more right now, but they can't use it for plat.
Oh, they weren't ready for the AWP. They go swinging dry. ZywOo booked by Krabeni, though, on the retreat. So that will be FUT with first blood. 2 E-box. Robs is there to support Apex, who's up close to the wall.
He's going to have to leave him. Someone has to get the bomb.
Oh, yeah, again. Just left at the top of the stairs by the pharmacy. Take notes, ultimate.
All right, bomb's picked up. Do they still really want to try and finish over towards B? There's 30 seconds left. This is going to be so tough now. The AWP could just spear them right here, right now.
Temple smoke. cmtry perfectly positioned for that one, and he's provided it. Going for a second. Robs will punish that. Arrogance. And a messy spray from Launx. He knows he needs to do better. Demon can. Has the opportunity at the back of the site. Rings the bell of flameZ. Still holding on. Doing his best. Pressure applied from mezii. Makes it too much to handle into a 2-on-2. Jokes is coming straight into the crosshairs of mezii. And he makes it look easy.
Crisp.
Okay, Krabeni. Not anticipating this reposition at all, is he? flameZ's already dipped through using the last few seconds of the smoke to play this. And he'll play it perfectly. Back turn, Krabeni, too many angles to check. And Vitality will find 2 consecutive rounds.
Okay, that's a nice one to win right there. Apex lets out a bit of a roar, understands, financially speaking, FUT are in a tough spot. Just coolly, I want to take the time out to discuss the options because there are a couple of M4s available. Could just be the light fight. And this is Krabeni really playing this power position throughout, right? He is going to be such a nuisance. Your choices are, right, throw a lot more utility into getting this mid control, but then you're going to have to leave somebody there if you want to flush him back. Yeah, it was really a nice couple of shots there from mezii. The fight down in towards E-box is never an easy one. Coolio does get on the mic. It's a CT side of Anubis. But you are up against Vitality. You want every round. Forget about par for the course. Launx has brought in an M4. Light upgrades around it. Next round of play. We'll see 2,400 loss. So a couple of landmines that Vitality have to get past in this round. It's not going to be smooth sailing. They are going to condition middle. They've got pace on this one.
Okay. Krabeni's got his work cut out for him. Look at the speed. Already right outside the door. That's a nice headshot. That is a nice headshot. Krabeni stands in and delivers.
Rob's in trouble.
You're right. Oh my God, he's so in trouble. Jugs instantly finds his headshot.
They keep pushing, they're going to find the bomb.
They're not to know. Apex is behind enemy lines as well, and Krabeni does actually hit a deagle body shot, so Apex operating with just 50. mezii retrieving that bomb. It's all hanging. 10 to hooks. Apex catches Demon waltzing around that corner.
Okay, think about the info. They knew one player was over towards camera and 2 were A.
Does that smoke slow them down from Apex? Just underhands it, hoping that Launx and cmtry, how they're using it. Look at this. He has no idea. They've just walked straight through that smoke.
Bomb's heading through middle, so they're going to be able to group up. There's no one who can defend A.
It's such a... They've found the path of least resistance. Apex has just had a bit of a miracle. Not only with his backstab getting in with 2, he's escorted his boys into the A site frictionless.
Lonks is coming over to have a look. Everyone from a different vantage point on the retake. Again, this was a light investment. They want to give it a go.
You'd be tempted with an AK and M4 through to the next, wouldn't you?
Oh, he's heard one.
Who's they're close? And oh, wait, no way. Jugs has just spammed ZywOo out of the round. Now you will give it a go. Now you will give it a go. Apex has gone down to the 5-7. How has Jugs done that? Just coming in from A main. The first one onto ZywOo, I don't know what he saw. Is it just vibes? How has he found him?
All right, I'm going to have to catch that one in the replay right there. But they've got 4 rounds, and 2 of them early have come in either a force buy or a light buy complexion.
It's just smoke spam.
He actually steps into it.
What?
Jugs, that is insane. That's meant to be you relenting the lead. That's you holding on and shaking the cage of Vitality once more.
Some of the rounds
2 rounds like that in the first 8 of 7 to play, yeah.
Crazy.
You're going to be asking for a bit of accountability there. The fact that Robs gets nothing done as well on that push, just a jump scare from him, not expecting any form of aggression. Here it is, here's the push.
Benny's just jumped out the window. Backs are turned. The meat grinder spins and whirls into action. Bringing the fight to Vitality.
You're taking a timeout after this one, I tell you that much. There's flameZ, 2v4. He's got the bomb, trying to buy a little bit of space over towards A. It was flameZ still kicking up a fuss, so the information flows 4 foot that there's a man outside B. flameZ looking to make moves on his own. So flameZ, the very late tail of this. B-Smoke's just faded.
It's if Benny's on the line in time. That's the question. They're starting to maneuver back as flameZ arrives. Fountain.
He can just wait now for flameZ. Oh no, he wants to fight.
He wants to fight. He has managed to fight the one and done. It's Jugs' important trade.
Yeah, the rotation should be coming thick and fast now that the bomb's down.
Yeah, and cmtry's locked the door behind her. We'll be closing the gap. That bomb info informs FUT.
He's got some good util right now, flameZ. How can he use it to get this bomb down? Heaven smoke in. Next molly deployed.
And swing. Doesn't find immediate lethality. And that's going to result in a 5th converted.
Just saying, watch out for the trap play. That one's just out the gates, and that's going to start breeding the frustrations for Apex, because the type of rounds that you have lost so far in this half are miserable. And that there, it felt like the comms were coming in late because Benny was out the window, sound cues were made, and still a player just caught, just completely unawares. Right, this moment, is it Robs on the left side already, or is it ZywOo? Either way, I feel like they weren't comming clearly in that situation. Now they have to eco. Take a bit of gas out of the tank and slow things down. It's just going to be a couple of P250s and Glocks.
Walking into cmtry's orb. I mean, he's potentially going to be overrun if Benny goes down.
Oh.
Hang on, yep, that's lethal.
P250 Glock combo right there.
Instant headshot from Apex's P250. Now gets a bit awkward.
4 of them are ahead of that.
They are in your spawn. ZywOo gifted the M4.
60 seconds, plenty of time to work, but options still so limited because of just the lack of anything.
And you have no idea. You didn't get numbers. You just said a lot mid.
So they blocked Temple and B main, and well, Apex is trying to sell this B play. Nade on the side, telling of pressure. Jugs can mow this down.
Yeah, he's well positioned for this. Doesn't immediately find that kill. flameZ tries to distract, and it's ZywOo that profits.
We'll take the plan.
You would love the plant. You could even get more. cmtry, not ideal weapon for this. That's an important fight won by Demon. Now Long's coming and applying pressure, but he's got the help of Robs. Bails him out of a tough Fox, cmtry swings, does hit the quick scope, but it looks good for Vitality. And Demon looks like he's not even interested. We'll have to bow out of this one.
Oh, mate,
Vitality have wrestled one back.
This is an insane patch of rounds we've had. A force buy, yeah, sure. A light buy, something else. And now an eco. We've had a total of, what, $600 worth of investment right there, and they've just stolen that away. Shout out to Apex. I know he didn't get that first kill, but it was his dink that flameZ was able to convert. And they keep this to just a one-round game. So this one's out of the box. Anything's possible. Gloves are off. And that might mellow out the camp a little bit on the Vitality side. You're definitely going to have those frustrations brewing, but the fact you win one of your own back, it's going to feel good. So celebration's limited, and now both teams have essentially gotten away with theirs. Still, Xtaz on the mic. Maybe this was just programmed in regardless, wanting to have the word. But you're being pushed by the youngest team at the major.
Here's that Apex headshot, immediately converted. Zyro doing what he had to, gifted that M4, gifted that responsibility. He got the necessary trades, and so did Robs once he scavenged it away.
And let's just be aware of things. We can't have everything, guys. Huh? So let's just be aware. We can't be surprised all the fucking rounds.
That's fair, right? Either pushes through a main or pushes out the hole, and another push this time. So it's the group up. It's the ready and raring to go. They'll press middle and B at the same time. So that's a heap of information. mezzi's not there. The penny's going to drop, but right now, Vitality, they haven't pulled the ripcord. They're not completely in A just yet.
cmtry's going to be there on Heaven's side, but the chaos will continue.
The penny's definitely got a kill here on the flank.
Yeah, surely got Zyro here. Bomb thrown across by Rob so we can focus on a main, but that's still held by the AWP, and bait the shot with a jiggle. Very uncomfortable now. But the flank does arrive just in time. Zyro gets his eye to the scope. Removes Krebeni. Potency waning. Tit for tat. Vitality have removed Longs. That might be enough. Do the CTs keep going? Yes, they do. cmtry probes forward. Not going to be caught by the spread of the flame. Now with Rob's gone, they'll start to accelerate this late retake. Good one back from mezzi. Demons removed him on the trade. Flash connected. Time. There's simply no time for that defuse. Demon would have to be defusing now, and he's out of there. Vitality will tie us up 5 each.
It's sloppy. It's definitely lacking the polish, but you give them at least a map to warm into things here. We haven't seen them play Counter-Strike since Atlanta, where they had lost to Na'Vi. So it's the first time Vitality are back in the officials. Considering that was an execute into a completely empty bomb site. They had all the extra util, and then nobody was considering the flank. Zyro doesn't hit that. I don't think they win that round. This is definitely not the prettiest Counter-Strike we've seen from Vitality. Again, though, it's to be expected.
What a nade. What a grenade.
Yeah, some more unforced errors, right? A flash of your own design, being missed throw, looking straight into it.
Are you going to boost Zyro? No.
Yeah, you just have to monitor it, right? You see how much Krebeni wants to go for these fights.
Good restraint from Jugs. He hasn't thrown his smoke yet. I think they were hoping to force it out early, but no cigar.
Well, flameZ gets doors control. They know Krebeni can no longer harass through the hole, but he's still close.
They're just going to go off this.
He'll be flushed back by this.
Certainly, Demon's been audible. Oh, it's Krebeni though. Wins out the opening duel. Oh, he swallows the grenade. 2 points of health for Krebeni. He knows that blocking A is a priority.
Yeah, the fact that he's only got 2 points of health doesn't matter, right? This smoke right now, if it goes in towards A main, we're at the 34-second mark.
And your plans have to be scrapped.
You have to play through it.
They will. Oh, good find. Finds the healthy Jugs. Now Krebeni alone with that scrap of health we discussed.
Here comes the util.
Robs has saved Vitality, given them an avenue into this A site. Time is of the essence. Krabeni catches mezZ with a wonky heaven smoke. Then Lungs can activate, catches the late ZywOo, and it is falling to pieces. No chance for Robs. Gives it a good go, just simply no time, and overwhelmed by bodies. It's FUT up to 6 on the defensive side.
Another one there with unforced errors, right? A missed heaven smoke. The fact there's a gap, it's a free kill. Otherwise, how much more output are you expecting from Krabeni in that situation? So at least they've guaranteed the tie at the half time.
I mean, this game is reminding us that Vitality are human.
Yeah, and that's a good sign if you're Spirit, Na'Vi, Falcons, Fury are watching on. Maybe even FUT if they keep playing like this. Final round of the half, AK, Galil, and 3 Tech 9s. Vitality, this is just about salvaging the half. Look at this push middle. They are taking the fight to Vitality.
They are taking something, all right.
They're going to keep pushing.
Just outrageous. You force them to be so aware of the potential, like drop into that and fight for water, that now the mid gap is open.
Oh, he's made a step there.
Yeah, Apex knows. Yeah, you can see his mouth moving a million miles.
Flash.
Oh no, he's just doing the flashbang dance, courtesy of his teammates, and then Krabeni pops out of his hidey hole for one onto Robs. To have the lion's share of the rounds, you know, to have that 7 on the CT side, that is definitely credit to FUT starting off on the right foot.
We talk about the CT aggressive maneuvers on this map being the key. Well, we have seen a whole sort here from FUT. This has been a fantastic half of Counter-Strike. And they're going to put the icing on the cake. You win a force buy, you win a light buy, and you're making Vitality work for their money. Back to back to back majors. There's a whole lot of Counter-Strike to be played before that's the conversation. And now mezZ left in a 1v5 with 35 left on the clock. This one's just a matter of time.
And Krabeni to secure it with this flank. He's got a good idea of what's up, and FUT to have 7-5 as we take our break. Okay, starting as they mean to go on, our FUT, they're taking on the big dogs, the world #1. 5 rounds to work with as we swap sides.
there's the flash. That's going to catch Crims out. They're going to push on through. MBK gets one, but Crims with the spray down. He gets himself the triple. And Fnatic are not done yet.
Can you believe it?
That's probably what Vitality are feeling as they sat through that break. They've got 5 rounds to FUT 7 and just insane turnarounds. We've seen 5-7s, these partial investments. FUT have been winning rounds they shouldn't, and Vitality feel like they're losing rounds they shouldn't. So let's see what our second half has in store for us. First map of this series, an opening game for Vitality. Our first look at this team since Atlanta, since that loss to Na'Vi.
It's tough that they had to win an eco of their own.
Yeah.
And that's just to get 5 rounds. Let's see if they can quickly turn the tables.
I think flameZ liked the way that position looked on Krebeni. Going to start there as well and fire off a couple of shots and relay the information that Lonks is on the warpath.
Yeah, they're turning this into a B split. A main Liv from Robs.
Might go further on the second flash, but Jugs is tucked. That Molly's going to force mezZ away. Some flashes chained together. Longs applying to pressure. It's a fake. And this is the clear. Rob seems aware, as does Apex, clean with it. Great awareness from Vitality, but now it's a race back into A. Through middle the pathing, Krebeni leading the charge, and Apex up on Pillar. He'll be susceptible to this fight. Doesn't hit that first bullet. Neither does Robs. Getting awkward. Robs onto Demon, dips away, and ooh, gets hunted down by cmtry before he could round the corner. Bomb planted. Missed shots. flameZ coming in from Heaven's side. It's this most root up right next to that HG's explosion. Launch has caught another. It looks like FUT's pistol. Just ZywOo to get past. Just ZywOo. And cmtry's handled it with poise. 3 kills on the pistol from their sniper.
Oh, Lonks, that's out of roll. We know this team can be loud. Lonks is definitely the driving force behind that, but they got Vitality, I don't want to say on their ropes, but definitely rattled. Look at this. Conversation being had, and we know that Apex can get fiery. He's not getting the output he wants from his boys. It's a good clear shot. They scamper back. Robs is able to get something, but he took so much damage, and he was pincered there regardless. So a fake on the pistol. Absolutely perfect. Vitality try their hand at a force buy.
During the halftime break, it was Coolio prioritizing communication. Reminding his boys they're on the same level. At least that's what they want to believe. Let's see if they can prove it.
Sights run over.
Yeah,
that's it.
mezZ, unless he hits that deagle shot. Oh, he does.
All right, there's a chance to at least try and fight back into this, especially if ZywOo could have won that. Jugs just surviving on 4 points of health. They are going to have to hold on to these upgrades.
Clean and efficient conversion up against that second round force.
And they'll take number 9. Keep tallying these up quickly, FUT. That's what you want to see. I think everybody was aware of the individual output of this team, and in 2026 they've definitely been making a name for themselves. Their run in stage 2, a win over Bait, Tyloo and G2. They get the pleasure of taking on Vitality, and they're relishing it right now. This is what you want to see. The last head-to-head, so don't worry about it, don't consider it. That was because Coolio was standing in, but yet they were still able to take a map. If you're Vitality, you're thinking, oh, we weren't practicing, but even still, using a map to the coach in the stand-in slot, that's always going to leave a mark. Right now, they're doing it again. Even there, they had a missed smoke, right? That was highlighted by the Obs team in the last round. Didn't seem to matter whatsoever. And look at a punish. Aggressively over to B again.
Like instant lurk smoke.
It's crazy to run a lurk smoke against a light buy.
Because a 5-7 could be right next to it and shoot you in the head as you gray screen out.
Yeah, exactly. So they're still going to execute behind it.
Wow, this is some confident Counter-Strike on display from FUT, and Apex has been booked. His frustrations are going to boil. As an easy pickup for Demon. Goes down to the ZywOo USP, but the round already feels like it's set in stone. flameZ's going to get a flash in his face. Yep, info for Krebeni. Knows where you are. flameZ's done well, but the trade should come from Jugs. Drops on out. flameZ's covered in E-box. And easy pickings. Easy goes the round.
All right, 10-5, 5-round gap. You hear that roar again. Now the gun's invested upon. ZywOo brings in the AWP. cmtry does not.
just bullying that B site.
And they can continue to use that lurk smoke to just be a real nuisance on that side of the map. It's going to be that Apex flameZ combo over towards B. We'll see if it continues to be a bit of a leaky ship over there. Drops to anchor down A. flameZ tasked with middle. So heavy util mid to announce they want that presence. flameZ respecting and giving them that room. It's a 3-man B start with ZywOo's AWP. And it looks like they're going to be fakey again.
It's audacious to try and fake out Vitality. See if it works. See if we see any reaction. Yeah, flameZ is going to be pulled away. I think his teammates reassure him they're fine. They've already started 3 strong on this side of the map, and now Robs readies himself.
He's going to get caught off guard. He's not ready for this.
They'll pop through ahead of it, just like that. Robs can't believe it. 3 emerge from the smoke, and they're ready for flames. That's 11. They're speed running this second half.
It's crazy. This has been a weakness for FUT throughout the year. They've played it a total of 9 times. They've lost 6 on the trot. They're currently 3 consecutive, looking to make it 4, but they only got the G2 win to really look at in recent history. Before that, it was all about EPL. And right now, with Apex going down as well, this one is looking miserable for Vitality. 3,400 loss bonus going to the next shore, but with only 2 players staying alive, you are just going to have to continue to buy out the game.
Do you expect to see much Anubis here in stage 3?
This is one of the factors, right? When we get the map returning to the pool or the newest coming in, it always is towards the bottom of the map pool, and that's been the case. And you take a look at the top tier events this year so far this season, and Anubis is down the bottom of the barrel. No one's playing it.
Yeah.
When you get to the majors, this is where it really can play a factor, and I love the fact that FUT are pulling it out now. Well, not just now, against G2 as well. Right, turning to it as something to exploit other teams who haven't had a lot of reps throughout the year on it, who maybe are not as ready on this as they should be because they're expecting it to be banned. I wonder if Vitality was surprised in the veto. Well, I'm surprised in the result.
And it kind of has to be a Vitality result if this Anubis is to continue. You can see this from Robs. Understandably, expecting a bit more of a signal that they're about to commit through. Hear those boots starting to stampede, seeing a flashbang or 2 thrown through.
It's a nice game plan, isn't it? You know, faking on the pistol, then faking on the first gun. Understanding they're going to have a bit of ring rust, they're going to be a bit skittish here, and they're able to capitalize on top of it. So it's only class from FUT.
That's exactly what we're seeing, and it looks like it's a rather direct approach again.
Yeah, well, now that you're grouped up, the rotation might be slower. You might not believe what you're seeing in terms of the util unless the body or the bomb is called.
Okay, you're blocked. And now you're going to die. Robson ZywOo, the dream team. Oh my god, he was trying to throw nades. Awkward death for Rob. ZywOo as well, feeling the pressure. He's got a molly at his toes, tries to strafe away, dips back, covered by the smoke. Good one from flameZ, overwhelmed by Krabeni. ZywOo gone, already that site showing vulnerabilities, and they're both behind that smoke.
Have to give it a go. You're out of rounds, you got to give it a go.
Blew the smoke open in front of Apex's face. Krabeni's low, should be easy pickings, but actually dips into the smoke. They've walked past him. cmtry unawares. They have no idea they're already out. But Krabeni surely won the round. He's got 2 Vitality members with no idea that he's in camera. cmtry, now the penny drops. Who plays next? That bomb ticking. flameZ booked, just like that. He can't believe it. How's he got there? Krabeni just worming through smokes, gets output on that low HP. And Apex resigns himself to a half-hearted, reluctant save. That's 12.
Rops has had some real moments getting caught off guard. He's had some important moments too, where on that eco round he had some trades, but think about the first half. He's the guy who goes down first to the force buy, he gets deagled in the face. They have this play as well on one of their lighter buy rounds where they push out A main and he gets caught off guard up towards Rugs. And again, caught off guard right here. You see ZywOo flashed, he trades as quick as he can. flameZ doesn't catch the player scaling through the smoke. That's going to be his undoing. And this is domination on display. This isn't close at all. We are right now on track for a 13-5 Vitality loss to start their major campaign.
Cold cold shower of a result.
Apex just started the round with a nade in his face.
That's a hard nade to throw with that early timing. They've nailed it. Definitely seeing signs of comfort on this map, regardless of how little they've been playing as of late. Sometimes the 13th can be the hardest one to find.
Fine margins for Apex here. The fact he's already low, I don't think you can be playing the same jiggle util games you usually would. I like this from FUT. Just slow, default crawl, let Vitality make the mistake.
Oh God, yeah, got team flash jokes down. It was flameZ, excuse me. With the flash, opening kill goes Vitality's way. A quick retool from FUT. Everyone starts to group up. Robs gets more than he bargained for. That's an easy shot. That's the clawback kill. Longs has taken him down as Ira relays that they are accelerating A. Tucked on Cake has support as well with flameZ. Orb trying to punish anyone crossing, and he's absolutely nailed it onto flameZ. Zywoo, will he go overlooked? Lots of bodies on his screen, can't even find one! That is surely the end of Anubis. That is a statement to start off stage 3 up against world #1 Vitality, and they've got 5 rounds to their name.
Hey, this is 4 major rookies. Their debut on a stage like this. Sure, stage 2, they made light work of that, but making light work of Vitality, it's Anubis. Apparently, it's their home turf. That is a massive victory and a boon in the confidence to
Flow, and you got to hear the listening there from FUT, who are a map up versus the world #1.
The Overpass now. It's a map that Vitality have played 14 times in 2026. They've lost it once. So
right.
This one is pointing in Vitality's favor, but so is the head-to-head. Let's see if they're able to turn their fate around and push us to the 3rd and deciding map of their opening day of play.
Is it just ring rust? Is it just a little slow start?
Like whatever happen will happen, but I want to play our game and I don't want to see that we are scared to do moves, because when we are playing proactive, that's when we are winning.
Yeah, well, that's the whole style of FUT, in your face, making moves, making you work. Fine. All right, so they announced their presence on the short side. You see this B stack in from FUT, right? 4 strong. There's just cmtry over towards A. He's just going to play for a bit of a jump spot right now, so still playing heavy towards B, so expecting that to be the finish are FUT. They got short, they've worked up through connector, and now they have to work on bathrooms and long. Kremeni has a kit and 2 flashes. Longs has a smoke and an incendiary. Lining up for this A execute. There's 2 smokes at the ready.
It's just symmetry here. So much responsibility as this exec gets thrown in. 2 smokes heading his way.
Trying to block it.
Does give it a bit of a rebound. Redirect. A couple of bullets connecting both ways.
My eyes are on these Kremeni flashes to facilitate his teammates to run out onto the site and take the fights.
This looks like it's going to molly truck for the go through with the flash. Demon and Jugs well positioned. Here comes that retake util. Flash perfect. Flame's still good for 1, but hang on a second. It's going back and forth. Apex needs this cleanly, finds it onto Jugs, now just onto Kremeni. Sure, he's got the kit, but he's got no head. Zywoo makes it so. Vitality with the pistol.
Yeah, okay, this is T-side overpass. Let's see if they can get past the force by this time. That was something they had a big issue with on Anubis, in case you are just joining us. And the conversation being, yeah, Vitality, Atlanta, their whole US tour, Fort Worth as well. Very limited practice. They wanted to come in good form for the major, but they've started off with a loss. At least as far as the map is concerned. Sure, not the series. Now, this is a team that we should be giving as much rope as they'd like, right? If that's the messaging they're putting out into the world, that they weren't prepped and at their best for Atlanta, we'll give them that. But coming into this, because they haven't played an official in a while, you could give them, okay, bit of ring rust. Haven't played officials while FUT are going from strength to strength. If they don't turn it around here, then maybe that conversation changes. We've got 5 days for stage 3. Best of 3s the whole way through. First time we've had that in a major history, which is welcome when we have this caliber of teams, and it's also a good opportunity now for Vitality to show why it's nice to have the BO3s. You might be able to turn your fate. Look, to be fair, if it was the best of one, you wouldn't have played Anubis. So,
Yeah.
take that argument and throw it in the bin. Another B stack.
And the bomb's nowhere near. It's just hanging out at the top of the con ladder.
I'm worried about the pace of this for Vitality, where sub 1 minute now, Apex is heading back to pick up the bomb, and it has seemed problematic. Okay, never mind. He's just lining up some U2. So they just want to probe out the site and see what's home. Heaven Smoke lands. How good are the flashes?
They better be perfect. flameZ got a lot of work to do, and it's a massacre.
Well, that's how you hope that goes. So just mow them down. cmtry is going to have to hold on to this. And I think for Coolio, what you're hoping for is on this CT side, when the guns do come out, that they stay relatively aggressive with the plays, right? Going for those mid-round pushes up towards Fountain or upper bathrooms to clear. You know, when you're losing that short control, finding your timing to go for some fights as cmtry grabs one on the dig.
Ooh. He does find the connection onto ZywOo at range, just not quite that headshot.
Yeah, crazy from the desk, right? Having that graphic highlighting that ZywOo didn't get a single multi-kill on the last map of play.
Yeah, how often is that the case? A rarity, for sure.
Yeah, everyone kept very quiet over there on the Vitality side. The highest was Robs and flameZ with 11 kills apiece. So they're off to a flyer of a start here on Overpass. This third round will be the... I want to hold up. We have seen some crazy moments already within this series, but Overpass CT side eco, this is extremely tough to win. So you've got 4 upgraded pistols and a USP for Jugs.
And some action on long for ZywOo.
This is the bomb on ZywOo, so is he able to hold them at arm's length here?
Yeah, it's not likely to see ZywOo go down. Perhaps the cmtry Deeg would have been the most promising prospect for removal of that.
Well, the stacks are right, though, aren't they? Right. Last round, they had the stack in the right place. There's also their move on the force by back on Anubis was great. Here's a flash. flameZ, the point man again.
Found you. Ooh, good one back.
So info on 2 more.
Nails his headshot.
ZywOo still lingering around with the bomb here.
Yeah, it's a bit of a dangerous game he's playing, for sure.
A very dangerous game, right? All 4 CTs were just on the other side, right?
Yeah.
It's a very dangerous game, but fortunately, he's away.
No problem.
Oh, mate, they just smoked Heaven, right? Like,
Yeah.
I know you're just against an eco, and it's not going to cost you anything, but it's just some of these little details. They even had a round back on Anubis. They're double mollying A main. Robs is flashing himself. So it's a little bit cumbersome for Vitality today. So just looking for damage our FUT, seeing what they can get on the exits from Vitality. So he's done.
As far as recovery goes, there was only 2 AK-47s purchased, and one of them falls into enemy hands.
It's going to make things easier for cmtry's AWP into the next, right, having this one carried through. So they're going to get away. Backing off through backyard towards T-spawn. cmtry coming in extremely late to see if he can find anything, but now as they start to make a move, they're just going to get shredded limb from limb. And it's cmtry with the saved A-code. So that's the 3-0 start. Okay, cmtry's going to stay with the AK by the looks of things. Would have had to have gone glass cannon, but could have hooked up one of his teammates. So it will be a 5-rifle start for the defense. That's where we get to see how in the face they want to be against Vitality. And what's the opening call from Apex?
That's a lovely little start from cmtry. Gets damage into 2 of them. Dips away. Attempted smoke break, nothing to report.
Yeah, very limited information, but they're already quite fast on this. flameZ is getting the connector control with the support of his teammates up and over, and because they're so deep in the site, they're not hearing any of these steps.
He's just going to go for a walk. cmtry's AK.
This is so quick.
It's late. cmtry still hasn't got anything to report on these jump spots. They've
Avoided it all.
They've closed the gap so well. Now the penny drops. They're up close. And they want to ask questions of this site. Tempered from Vitality. flameZ up close. Molly long and still tempered from Vitality.
They're waiting for a push. They're waiting for a CT move. They're not getting it. They are not getting it at all.
It's more time. Ooh, Lonks is caught. That's the move. It's Krebeni, excuse me. Lonks has rotated through though, and he's going to try and flush out flameZ, but it's taken heads. This Galil feasts on 3. Nice work from flameZ.
We've had 4 rounds played. He's found the opener in every single one of them.
That's a very convincing stat for his role.
Good to see, exactly. With the type of role that this kid plays, 8-3 right now. If he can keep that up in terms of the entries, that's a sublime looking T side. You already got your 4th. This one is a guarantee. Jugs and Demon, the double D combo. Looking to save their M4s on the other side of the map. And Rops, he was over here taking space earlier, but right now he's just playing containment. So how far do they look? Are they feeling that they've got enough of a safe haven just yet? The answer is no. They're rounding the corner to Rops in a moment. Can he take them both with him?
Looking good to do so, just activates. Oh, clean. First 2 contributions, and it denies anything being carried through.
Oh, that's a very tough first round there from FUT. There is an opportunity for cmtry to buy a hero something, right? He had 6K, he saved that 8K, so he has a lot of money to splash, and I would like to see him be as audacious as to bring out an AWP, but we'll see if Vitality can keep tabs on that. It looks like he's just going to chip in with an M4. So we have seen one of these mixed light buys from FUT on Anubis find success. Overpass is going to be a lot harder, but you could see they put so much pressure on A. They were hoping to force out a CT push. They were hyper vigilant about that possibility. Nade stack at the ready for a monster look.
Apex going forward on this, just on his own. No resistance, no block smoke, and serious space.
He's passed again.
He's managed to find another completely undetected gap.
Insane how they've been able to take so much space these last couple of rounds without even being spotted.
Gaps in their CT info.
Oh,
Now he's
made it into that.
Yep, easy. Demon just waltzing across his screen. Pulls Apex into the fight and results in an opening kill and an extra rifle now for the CT side.
Okay, well, you were hoping to avoid these type of rounds. These are the ones that brewed the frustrations.
Krebeni's the only other dude with Kev. And he's the one that's far forward, trying to scout out any loose pieces in connector.
Well, they found the gap again, sure, but this is still going to be tough. Rops, can he get anything done? If he swings the door open, Krebeni still close enough to hear it. Yeah, Krebeni's coming back down for this. Knife out.
We're not ready. Krebeni removes Rops. Another rifle now falls into enemy hands and they scarper in towards A.
Longs has a flash.
Oh my God, Krebeni's on the cross. Just in time. He had a fight. He has a fight he can win. Doesn't overcommit. Taking their post-plant positions, but it looks like they just want to keep the chaos going. A couple of flashbangs. flameZ well positioned for this. Sywood gets the first. Krebeni does manage to remove him. He's putting that AK to great use. Scavenged and fragging. Now Sywood, the last man, is dipped past in the smoke. They don't know it. There's a back turn. Sywood makes it look effortless with an ace. A clutch and 10 kills with 0 deaths. The man feasts on FUT.
Oh, the fact that was mandatory is the concerning part right there, but Sywood wasn't bailing him out on map number 1. He just did so in a big way on map number 2. 5 rounds T-side overpass. Give him the 7. Let's flick sides. I think Vitality will be happy with that. Krebeni, the Crabman, starts activating.
So clean. Doesn't even crack a smile.
You should never be in that type of position against that type of a buy. FUT did very well to make that a close round. Coolio gets on the mic with his first time out, and if they can get started now, they can still salvage this. It was never going to be easy on Overpass. And Vitality is still looking a little bit sloppy in certain areas.
Yeah, it was a valiant attempt from Krebeni. Now you get that cmtry AWP out.
Yeah, need him to get going and Demon as well. Both of them yet to frag.
Oops, that's not ideal. Accidental bit of damage in spawn. AC or not? No, okay, flameZ's just going to burrow up. And now starts his walk. Joke's easy pickings for him, couldn't believe his luck, and actually returning fire through the tracers. He tracks another. Well, That's fallen flat.
Yeah, round's not over, but Vitality don't have any space at the moment. Krebeni taking this play on A. He's listened to the coach. He's keeping to make his moves.
Move being made. ZywOo is diligent though, and wow, great awareness. The fact he's even moderately prepared for that.
Oh, that is the bomb spotted, but it's so far away. What does it really mean? There's 1 minute and 10 left on the clock. They could do anything right now. You don't have anybody who knows what's going on over towards playgrounds or balloons. Longs wants to change that, but how far forward can you go? And at this point, you've just split the defense 2-2. So sure, you've got a man advantage, but for how much longer?
Aggressive monster pipe audible. 45. Concerned about the potential for a flank. And it does look like they're pivoting. Okay, this is going to be really light on time though. You've still got like a Cemetery's AWP hanging around towards bathrooms.
You got to run, knife out. You got to really make a move towards this side.
20 seconds. Cemetery sees and realizes they're coming his way.
Onks is rotating.
Okay, ZywOo's bringing the bomb
through this.
Robs through the flames. Awkward shot to be hitting. You can see the fingertips, but there's one through the gap. Robs is advancing, hunting the AWP, and he goes down to the Cemetery. First 2 contributions from the sniper, and a first round on the board for FUT.
Okay, well, that one came too easy, didn't it? Jugs with the 2 kills through Monster and Cemetery. The icing on the cake right there, very well done. But as mentioned, 5 rounds T-side overpass already. You're pretty happy with that. The biggest thing you can blow right now if your Vitality is the momentum. So this one, tough to watch if you're mezZ spamming through the smoke, giving away that tracer fire. Still money for another Vitality buy. They should have just enough if they can get another plant for a 3rd consecutive before the money's all gone. And he unlonks this time. So it's going to be a stronger setup towards 8.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you can just see some of the timing slightly off. The comm's not absolutely perfect or maybe flowing as intended right now.
Yeah, it lacks the usual polish we've grown accustomed to. And now you're swinging dry. Doesn't matter if you've got aim like that. flameZ quick on the draw, finds one and another.
He's the can opener right now. Right, he's found his 5th opening duel just there.
Yeah.
We've had 7 rounds played, so the fact that he's able to do this time and time again definitely keeps setting him up for these fights. So you blink and you miss it in these rounds. The opening kills coming in pairs in the last 2. That's about the gamble stack if you're FUT, right? You can't really justify staying strung out. You have to stack a site. Jugs is essentially playing a retake position from heaven. Gives him the fast rotation up towards A. And a flash that's just meant to deter them for now. Apex is outside of B with the bomb. You would love to send somebody into one of these sites to get some answers. And it might be the can opener.
flameZ hard committing. Gonna look to get some answers, and there's a lot of answers around that corner. Only spots one though. Jugs removes that, and they walk into this beautifully open bomb site, manufactured from the util dump.
Yeah, when you kill the A defender and the rotator, and then you see one of the B riflers on the A site, that's all the information you need to find that finish. So 6-1 as they look to hold on to these guns, and it should be allowed this time. Nuke is what waits in the wings here, the 3rd and deciding map. You can take a look top left of the screen on the radar. With 6 rounds, starting to feel like that is going to be very likely, but it's about how easy can Vitality make this look and how much resistance can FUT put up. The last thing you want to see them is just roll over. At the same time, do you want to expend energy on what could already be a lost battle? Okay, well, heard a bit there of the call. We'll set up this short space early. Saves the loss bonus, the guns are out. It's not about the buys.
It's about the biffs. Oh wow, this boost. Gets so much. Demon moves mezZ, even spotted flameZ as well, so Krebeni's on high alert for his slip. Flash from Apex into the bathrooms. Krebeni not blind, but flameZ, look at the space. He's hoovering up, and Krebeni unprepared for that. And now as they react, as their backs are turned, Robs with precision on display removes the head of Demon.
I know the orb's around here somewhere, cmtry. With this long space, Zawu has to deal with him, and Zawu has the bomb.
Is he taking the bomb long? He is. cmtry's actually in a position to completely change the tables, never mind.
Jukes can still try and cut him off here. He's going to be a little bit late, would have to make noise to do so.
Yeah, he's too hesitant, doesn't know how close they could be. So Zai was able to get across the sight line. Looks like he's going to be bringing the bomb in uncontested.
Does he plant safe or open? That's the question. 45. Jukes is here.
Jukes peeks on through. flameZ is removed longs, and that's that trade provided by Apex.
Okay, good trade work there. They can buy again. They can keep buying, right? There's no real dramas with FUT getting the guns out. The saves have helped out there. The loss bonus, of course. Able to get cmtry the AWP again. Oh, and I think flameZ wants another bottle of water. So puts in the request. 2 instant shots right there. flameZ and Robs not missing the beat, and that's what you like to see. And that's where the round could really start to come unravel if Zawu goes down.
Oh, kinda.
Yeah, I don't think everyone saw what we saw there, but a bit of a weird run boost going on out of T-Spawn. Didn't quite hard as expected, but away we go. The extinguish, so much long pressure coming, also over towards short. Robs cops a nade, but they've already got long control.
What a luxury for the T-side to already know.
cmtry's going back now, right? Oh, no, he's not, because normally your internal timer, at the point you want to respect this, you probably still got another 10 seconds before you can consider the full W.
You're going to hear a flashbang popping long. Robs out short water.
So you've got full long, upper bathrooms.
Same boost as before. Is mezZ going to be dialed in to have coordinated where that came from in the previous?
There's a lot of space for your A players to have gotten without any resistance. Finally, it forces out a bit of U-tilt. cmtry respecting long, lobs out some nades, and Krebeni wants to play around this. Oh, flameZ gonna catch him. There's another opener.
Wow. He's a factory of opening kills, is flameZ. Now Apex just strolls forward. There's 3 here to receive them on the site. Off the flash, Jugs is caught, booked on the barrels, easy pickings, nice entries from Apex. That's what he used to do every single game. The brute force into the site from Apex. And he's even heard him. Robs is in hot pursuit of that AWP save. cmtry peeks in. Wow, he's quick.
He juked him a bit there, didn't he? Thought he was off elsewhere, but all the hounds have been let off the leash.
Go and get him, boys.
Apex might be on for his 4th. Shots fired as well, he gets tagged up at cmtry. You're on borrowed time now, mate. Apex will get his 4th in the round, and that is going to be the 8th.
Those were perfect flashbangs. The fact it caught every single one of the 3 CTs on B, there's credit for the util there. Can be hard to manufacture a flash that catches all the positions, especially barrels. The fact that Jugs is caught like that, that's a brilliant flashbang.
flameZ was essentially the lurk in that situation. He's not even meant to be the entry with how the round's unfolding, and he still was able to find that opening dent.
Yeah, he heard the smoke break, give him just enough of an inkling as to what may be going on. Krebeni once again throws a little bit of an aggressive bullet down range. Oh, nearly got caught. Gets his boots on the ground, stabilizes for 1. There's Krebeni's 2nd. Oh. Avenges his fallen comrade, and with Robs caught walking smokes, this is looking like a FUT round. Yeah, certainty now. Just Zawu doing some housekeeping, making sure those AKs don't fall into the FUT hands.
His mission changes now. How much damage can he do? How many rebuys can he force? Only a handful of rounds left in this half. But still, you can make it tougher for FUT going forward. And ZywOo, with a minute on the clock, has plenty of opportunities to do more damage.
Yeah, the objective now does change. Take your time, get a couple of kills.
That's the first round that it's kind of been an all-in brawl like that. We haven't seen that up until this point. There's been some weird monster walks. You see Robs there tried as well based off of that early info. Oh, they're going to boost.
Deep down. There's the trade.
Okay. They got 2 drops available. They can still get themselves 4 rounds and a half, can FUT. And then you get the pistol, then we can have a conversation. But starting to be a lot of win conditions starting to mount. Double from cmtry, and there's the one from Jugs onto Robs, just trying to leer through that smoke. You win this, and Vitality don't get a plant. Their buy for the final round of the half isn't going to be great. Looks like they're going to reel in the pace going into round number 11. Monster push.
Yeah, they're trying to test Apex here. Oh my god! He wasn't ready for another. Did catch Jugs through the smoke though. And that's a good one from Robs. Norks commits to the crouch. cmtry one and done. cmtry. Oh, he thought he had the timing. flameZ's so sharp.
They don't have the bomb, but they'll get it in a moment, and then it's just about putting this one in. So you can even just use the likes of flameZ and Robs to contain the movements.
Yeah, you've lost all your territory.
Safety first from ZywOo, even smokes off top con. So Robs has that rotation over towards CT spawn. flameZ has the backdoor possibilities. Demon announces his presence as he tries to pipe through this smoke.
Gives it his best shot. flameZ actually does go down. Demon starts off the 1 versus 3 by overcoming what looked like an impossible fight. Through the smoke, uses his nades, now closing the gap on site.
Robs is low.
So I was going to be throwing the flashbang for Robs when he calls for it. Or he'll just peek on out and take his head off. Vitality post a 9th. On the T side of Overpass, the writing on the wall for Nuke. As a third and deciding map in this opening game.
Okay, well, the finances don't even need to be discussed for Vitality, do they? This has been a luxury of a half. You've never been in any financial woes. The only round that really felt like you were sweating was when you almost lost the lighter buy. And ZywOo, he's arrived. He bailed you out with an ace. And he confirms this one as well. So comfy now. This is more of the Vitality we know and love.
Clear signs of discomfort for FUT. Doesn't have the same punch to it, does it, as the CT side of Anubis.
Taking this water control quite swiftly. Also playing for Con, so the core of the map, the control for this final round. So Vitality walk into this. Mezzi's had a quiet half. He hasn't needed to do a lot, but currently sitting 1 and 6. He'd love to get a couple more before the halftime break.
This pack of ZywOo and flameZ have been working in unity. cmtry versus flameZ. Quick adjustment. Wow, perfect. Falls into place. Short water is occupied. And wow, ZywOo just ducks under Launx's first bullet there.
Yeah, short might be occupied, but you can literally have the rest of the map. A side, B side, you can have both spawns long. You can literally go and have a picnic right now. You got 45 seconds to find the finish, and it's going to come to you.
Yeah, that's surely 10-2. Does look like we will require a third map to separate these two teams. That's not before we do, of course, swap sides. Demon, he is a dead man waiting for his fate to be sealed. 10 rounds. Vitality shaking off the first map, getting that ring rust out and trying to take us the distance. Nuke awaits in just a couple of rounds. A return to normality here on our second map in this head-to-head between Vitality and FUT. Looking to secure a third map. Vitality have already found 10 on the attacking side of Overpass. It does feel like this one's all said and done.
Yeah, I think flameZ managed screen right there was fantastic. They sent him in and he delivered. 6-1 in opening duels in the first half of play. Now it's the pistol, and we'll call this one done, dusted, and kick off on Nuke, where Vitality will get to start on that CT side.
Got to see Zywu with a nasty little ace and a clutch. His first one of the major so far.
Yeah, we'll keep a tally on that, don't you worry about it. Mr. MVP.
Oh my god, how much info, how much bloodshed. flameZ just takes the fight head on. Still have another flash where that came from, if you fancy it.
Yeah, and Rops is here as well.
Nice shooting though, they've tracked flameZ, and ooh, long-range headshot from Apex's USP.
Take the plan if you can get it.
If you can get it. With Rops' bell rung, Apex will drop into sight to lend a hand, and staying nimble on their Glocks. Krabeni, no Kevlar, just gets shredded. cmtry in the clutch, he's been hurt. Does finish off Rops, he's got one bullet. Does need to go for that reload. Oh, what a clean headshot to Apex as well. Okay, this would be a bit of a fire starter, but denied by the Woo. His 17th frag, and the 11th for Vitality.
Okay, well, that came way too easy, didn't it? I was just talking about flameZ's openers, and thrown in there as the crowbar on the CT side as well. Smashes any chance FUT had in this map. And they'll force buy out the game from this point forward. In fact, he gets a second there on the pathing back. Very well done from flameZ. And it does get a bit stressful for Zywu. cmtry with those kills has been able to set Demon up with an AK. And they're all ready to pop out behind this smoke. They're going to do it silently, or they're going to use a flash. Okay, Demon's just going to take his chances. Rops might not be ready for this. I think there's an MP9 as well. Not the best weapon for the job unless he tucks in tight.
Yeah, it's going to be ahead of their expectations. In the absence of util, you'll use teamwork to clear some angles here. Robs here steps off the back of the flash. Form Zywu to dump a little bit of util off the flash from Apex. Jeez, he's on beat. And Robs, doesn't matter if he's blind. A little burst to the face onto Longs. It's taking shape beautifully.
Oh, they throw a flash into their own, but it's already too late. Robs is backed off. They're going to play the numbers now, and 45 seconds left. You are going to have to give this one a good go. cmtry's been able to get back his AK short. Jukes fires off a couple of shots. It's looking a bit dicey, but Zywu will deal with him. And now the final two will just get swung upon. Zywu adds another to the tally in this A defense. Even it's spotless.
He's coming for you. And he does get punished by the scout Krabeni. The follow-up from Robs is clean, and everything's fine. A 12-2 run to that third map.
It's nice, right? Zywu throws the first one, then Apex goes, no, hold on, let me throw the second one.
We can come back somehow, but then we need some crazy magic. Like, they are playing a lot, so they are playing really good. Like, I don't want you to be tilted, because we did the same with them in Anubis, and now we are getting it back. It's their mapping, okay? But like,
couldn't be more spot on. I think that's it. That's, look, you get knowns. Right, he is bang on. They win the pistol, you win the first rifle round. We can have a combo, but now you're force buying out the game with a B rush.
Yeah, mezzi's been looking forward to this. A chance to pad the stats, but kept humble by Jukes and his Tech 9. flameZ just running and gunning around the smokes where he feels most at home. He's actually traded places with them. As it's just Krabeni and Demon. Good luck, have fun. That smoke won't last for too much longer, and neither will this map. Secured. Just 15 rounds, all it takes. An efficient response to the loss of Anubis. Vitality smash FUT on their map pick.
Yeah, that's the energy that they were hoping to bring on map number one, but Coolio is right. Slam and handed out on Anubis. The same now on Overpass. Vitality now sitting 14-1 on this map for the year. Up next, Nuke. And that's where FUT decided to get this one ready. Vitality get the CT side start. FUT on the attack, and they haven't won this map in their last 4 outings. 2 of those were with the coach, sure, but they're still going to have to snap that if they want to take Vitality down a peg here today. An absolute barn burner coming up next. G2 versus Falcons. Let's see if this one can set the table nicely.
key start on Nuke. It's a pistol would be a godsend.
Everybody outside, so Krebeni drops the waterfall smoke, and they're silently parting behind the cmtry with the P250 to take a fight at range with Apex up heaven.
Yeah, he's first actually holding the flash. They're just walking, parting forward. That's the flash that catches Apex, and now gets a face full of information. Spotted 3, parting to
Can't believe he's going down the ladder.
Yeah, this is ballsy. He's been loud about it as well. He's got flameZ up there, so they'll play this high-low. ZywOo even actually the third man to attend to this, so that will send Apex back up. Demon versus ZywOo. Clean first click from ZywOo's dual Berettas, removes Demon from the pack. They're still looking for Apex. He's long gone. You've just got to get ZywOo. Okay, he's getting started now. Top form, bringing it through on the pistol. One back from that P250. Trapped on the vents is Apex, and cmtry's done very well to pull back 2 kills.
Gotta get this bomb, though. That means you need to burrow in and take the fight for ZywOo. He's already got 1 ace. Can it be 2?
Certainly could be in one series.
He's giving him the bomb, so giving FUT the opportunity to make the next move.
I think he's anticipating it's going to take them a little bit of time to even get their hands on it.
The question is, do you want to go up the ladder, head yourself in towards A, or fight towards ramp?
Well, they know Rops is alive.
Options are limited now with only 20 left on the clock, boys. You've got to make a decision and fast.
Doesn't want to risk the ladder, so he'll take the extra time. cmtry shoots up for early info, and it's ZywOo waiting. He could still find this ace on the pistol. cmtry's not cleared his corners, and it is another. First series, ZywOo's presence announced on this third map with his second ace of the major.
Yeah, I think he was sitting at home watching Donk do some destruction throughout stage 2, thinking, hold up, let me get in the server. Anubis, it was just the ring rust. This man is back with a vengeance.
Those two are so quick in succession.
That's the signs you want, your superstar in that type of form. Force fight for FUT without the bomb going down. Long still brave the flames. Now you just got absolutely drubbed on your opponent's map choice, sure, but you need to get going early on this T side, and a force fight would go a long way. We haven't heard a FUT roar in some time. So Longs gets across short. It's a decent amount of damage done, but still the space will force the rotation. Apex down to B.
Yeah, no over rotation though. It was only the one they spotted.
Yeah, so ZywOo up in the heavens, flameZ backside, and flameZ starting to trickle around. He's going to drop down to support Apex. So top side slightly lightened up here. Redeploy of the squeaky smoke. ZywOo with multiple problems to concern himself with. Really, this is on flameZ.
He's a very solid anchor on this site. Usually good for the multi when they test him.
Yeah, they're waiting for this squeaky smoke to fade. As soon as this is gone, that'll be the go. Top Heart Molly's not going to do anything.
Here comes the commitment. They're trying to fence.
Down the vent now.
Fence, and that's a catastrophe. Jugs, low HP with the bomb. Doesn't look like he's going to even stand a chance at getting that planted. And cmtry just hoping for an overextension from the heart. flameZ's patience rewarded for 1.
Oh, this is tough for Jugs now. 20 seconds, the window's open. He will be able to jump out at least without announcing the presence, but low on HP. Should just go down to a slight breeze, and Rops will confirm it. But well done. flameZ in the vent, just stalling him out there. I think that was a team ace. So an eco now for FUT.
Oh, what a polite crowd.
Oh, they're just waving. That's
Such a
nice.
wave. We haven't had crowds have bits before, you know, now the crowd have got a bit.
The waving bit.
A waving bit.
All right. 4 deagles and a Glock.
Is this a bit?
Yeah, start of a joke. One for FUT. You would love to see them put up some resistance here, especially with how map number 1 went, right? It was maybe a sign of things to come as far as Vitality's Anubis is concerned.
It is,
right?
yeah.
If other teams now want to pick into it, and actually Vitality, well, we actually put a lot of work into it. We just started very slow. It's possible, right? But only time will tell. And you can't qualify or get eliminated just after 2 days of play like we had in stage 1 and stage 2. It's going to be a best of 3, 3 days consecutive to rinse and reset. Coolio was still bang on in that timeout, right, during the halftime of Overpass, right, saying, let's not get tilted. We just smashed them, they're smashing us now, they're playing good. And you can't let that linger into this map of play.
Going from that, though, and sure, maybe you didn't get under your skin, maybe you didn't get tilted, but then you've got to play T-side Nuke.
Yeah.
Up against Vitality. So it's been a while, like you said, since we've heard that FUT roar. Apex, easy fight for him. Makes a meal of it, but still gets the opening kill before Longs can get that trade.
Look at the secret play there. flameZ is already here. They know they're not crossed. He's ahead of this. Has to fight.
Goes forward. No one there to spot him as he advances forward of the flame. You're not expecting this. This is hyper aggressive. Feeling confident. Zywoo catches one, pulls attention. flameZ gets an easy one to the side of the head. cmtry not looking. I think Jugs has been spotted out. Yeah, audible. mezZ catches cmtry, and now Jugs in the clutch removes Zywoo walking through the smoke. Little brazen. Oh. So is that grenade.
Give the guy a chance.
Yeah, just swallowed it.
Oh, nade in hand. There is a bit of a chance here. A gap has been found from Jugs. flameZ not ready. Jugs has got another.
Hang on a second. It's made it a whole lot more competitive than it looked.
Yeah, bomb down on the lip of FUT here. You can see mezZ patrolling that from the lobby rafter, paired up with Rob. So Jugs is the man who's going to have to make the moves, and the fight's not going to come his way. He's going to have to go and take that out of their hands.
He's handed Zywoo his first death. Can he give FUT their first round?
Yeah, this would be an insane clutch, and I don't think there's any way into this. It's just the low HP, right? He doesn't get the opportunity to miss. You cannot miss.
And especially when you looked at how that bomb was, you know, on the lip, it's unlikely he's going to get the fight he wants.
Might just be the save, which is not going to fill us with too much excitement here, but the right decision considering the circumstances. So a long old save here for Jugs.
Can't fault him, really.
Yeah, conversation already being had within the team. You could see him there just glancing down the line. I'm doing the same. I can see a Hunter and a Sampaius warming up. Can't see Falcons on this side, though.
It's going to be interesting to get our first kind of glimpse at what Falcons form looks like come into this one.
The whole Carrigan Hail Mary.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
Jugs just asked for a HE drop. Does he want to try and make a door play? He doesn't have the best spawn, but he has a decent spawn, and this one came too easy, right? Apex, you said an easy frag. He made it look ugly. It's flameZ's push and Zywoo in combination, right? Just the timing's working hugely in their favor. So a partial buy behind the saved AK. Oh.
Let's see.
All right, well, everyone was blind there.
No information exchanged.
They're both lucky to be alive.
I imagine just as a product of understanding the finances, Apex is giving that extra body to Robs in case they do try to test ramp.
Wouldn't mind the vent drop again. I think the idea was good. flameZ just stuffed them in the choke.
Okay, here they come, committing into his sight, and again with backs turned, it's just a shredding. Nothing but one little blemish on the record. And runs to his demise. Ammo efficiency from flameZ, shut down.
And a reminder here as we go into the second gun round of the map that FUT elected to take the fight here. They didn't want to tussle with Vitality on Dust 2, which makes sense. They have a stunning record on that map. But when you look at FUT's Nuke, maybe that leaves a few things to be desired.
I mean, this is what the best of threes in stage 3 are designed for, as well as to kind of punish teams that have maybe got a strong map or 3 and unable to kind of field much more. Not to say that's a category I'd put FUT in, but you are seeing some of the cracks on these other maps.
Ready for this?
Yeah,
Barrel.
Oh my God, he's got it.
Oh, they've seen this boost
Yeah,
before. You know exactly where they're going.
What's up? Oh, still though. Doesn't find the kill. Zywoo gets an AK bullet into his Kevlar, and on the smoke break, cmtry just booked. Another one for Zywoo. Just keep breaking those smokes. He's going to keep breaking the hearts. Nice from Demon, now hurt. flameZ otherwise preoccupied. He's busy onto cmtry. And they know where Demon was, but they've got the bomb. They don't have to move far. Robs fancies it though. Proactively looking for Demon, catches him, sideswipes, just hanging out on sight.
Just to note, this is his first couple of kills, but also he's been the opening death in every single round up until this point.
Damn.
Yeah, so Demon's finally getting to play one. It's his turn in a extremely difficult clutch scenario with the bomb down outside, highlighted here in the pip. Good luck getting to that, but he's trying to piece it together. 40 seconds. Can he make magic happen?
How is Zywu ready for this ladder climb?
Oh.
Last seen on sight.
Oh.
Oh, a no scope. Demon, he caught Zywu looking the wrong way, but quick reactions and a smile creeps onto their faces. We are going to see a timeout called.
Okay, well, I think right there, Zywu had so many chances outside. With the boost, he was trying to catch them if they went wide. They were going for the one up and over. But then the breaks, they were so persistent. And one of the other keys there, Vitality also opened that round. They threw the standard deep incendiary outside, but they were playing for a fast smoke wall too. They dropped one just behind red to unravel any smokes that FUT could have been throwing off of a quicker timing. So you can see those games in play already. I say, you know, we've seen it before. Maybe Zywu didn't see it earlier in this tournament, right? So that there is a chance that he was misunderstanding the scenario, because otherwise
He would have
been pre-aimed. Exactly, so... Well, I've seen it now.
It's been somewhat vogue here on Nuke. T side as an option.
Okay, so partial bite. FUT, just an opener. Just get an opening kill. This time it's pace.
Yeah, Long's trying his hand at some pace, and it does look like it's going to be in mezzi's face. mezzi in flames, but there's Demon. Double! Make it 3. Triple on the hero rifle. And now a 2-on-1 for Apex to handle.
Oh, exactly where he is, huh? Bomb should go down.
He's given
First
himself
plan
a
of the map.
to try and maneuver through. An audible reload as he pushes past. Tech 9 spam connects down to 30. Looks good for FUT to get their first round. On this T side, thanks to Demon's heavy lifting. Just got to get past Apex. And they're on the board. 7 rounds, their time of asking. It's finally theirs.
Well, it doesn't come with the opener, but yeah, great triple from Demon. Okay, the fact he actually gets to play the last couple, you're seeing his output now. Through the flames, good trade work there, but just pivots into all of this as Zywu, he gets that one. We've seen how much this guy can heat up. 12-2 at this point. The run and gun of the Tech 9 secures it onto Rops, and then Apex, very tough way back into this. Can it be consecutive?
Zywu starts round.
Yeah, that frees up Rops. He starts Red Pole. He's already down B.
Perfect flash. Oh, he still gets one. Oh, he fumbled the movement, though.
Source.
With no vision, thought he dropped. Just runs out into the open, and you're not ready for Rob's Red Pulse, so...
Yeah, you're expecting, hey, if Zywu's there, outside might be open for business. So man advantage again, back for Vitality. Might just force your hand into this B play. You're out of options.
Exactly what flameZ's hoping, so...
Doesn't really have a rotation right now, flameZ. Yeah, he's really on his own.
1 man versus 3. He's relaying this info. Will he get hard cleared? Yes, he will. cmtry provides an equalizing frag.
As he's still on A, worried about the lurk. Apex and Rops are going to return to this.
Oh, and Jug's caught, worried about one side, gets shot in the back. mezzi taking his sweet time. Still convinced there could be one lingering by the squeaky door. Little does he know they're side by side here on B. And that bomb timer is ticking. Hang on, Apex onto Demon. cmtry the last man up against 2. A fake from Apex. He confirms it with the back turned, and it's easy pickings for mezzi. That late vent descent. mezzi with the kit to ensure the 7th is theirs.
Yeah, just getting him on it before it gets a little bit sweaty. So Zywu there, you don't see him getting lost like that too often. Just didn't jump over the railing. It's fortunate for him, he still got that first. They get his AWP, they throw it back into his hands, and we keep this at a massive gap. Here it is again. Yeah. It's great to actually be able to toggle the new flash in the spectator mode so people can see just how blind he is. It's perfect work there by the ops team to catch all that. Get that bomb down. They're in with another buy. They try and pace. A rush again.
All right. This time there's a HE with Launce's name on it.
Stalled out second timing.
Good position to stop this. He's losing vision, but doesn't go down without at least one. Takes the head off of Demon. Even trades. Apex swings to no avail. Good find from Jugs. Finds his second contribution. Rops has actually climbed up and is playing behind the vent.
Fading now.
Is Jugs aware of this possibility? Has he considered it? His crosshair was off, and Robs finds it. 2-on-2 on this retake. It's Robs and Zywo, exactly the candidates you'd want to close, but Krabeni removes one piece of that. It's just Zywo and not the weapon you'd want for the clutch. Eats the flashbang.
Still don't know exactly. Well, should have. No, he didn't spot him there off the jump. Or did he?
Yeah, he's going to swing in. Oh, Zywo quick on the draw. Now up to cmtry. How's he done that? Doesn't even need to zoom in to come up clutch. Another one next to Zywo's name. He is here in Cologne. And he makes it abundantly clear.
Right, this man very seldomly has a bad map. And I think he got that out of the way early at the major. Just had it on Anubis, and now he's just having his way. Did Krabeni spot him on the jump, right? It's a Zywo, right?
Oh, on.
Just marauding his way back in, and that one gets Apex making some noise. Loving the domination now. This is the vitality I think everybody wanted to see in form for Cologne, especially with Spirit rising through the ranks. Navi taking him down in Atlanta, and Falcons with Carrigan in the driver's seat. Coolio getting on the mic, second timeout, first half. They've been able to break in a top. They did it again, right? The two most, well, their one round and the one that's been the most convincing since has been breaching into A. Do they try it again? Or do Vitality shore things up over there as Vitality just watching this man make mincemeat of the kids. Remember, these are 4 major rookies. Longs is only his second, and that was a long time ago, back in Rio 2022.
Yeah, in contrast with the winningest of all.
They're looking for their third on the Trop.
Listen guys, we need plans. We cannot play like this. Like, we have Zorte after we don't know what's happening and we are just dying one by one, and then we are frustrated and we are saving every fucking round. Like, I want to have plan. We cannot start the round, let's just play default and we are dying from breaking and stuff.
Oh, their smoke wall hasn't landed outside. All the information for Vitality.
Yeah,
They're trying A again.
We're going to get caught off this time. flameZ is perfect position. That's the bomb delivered straight to his front door. mezzi's not got a vision. Jugs makes it permanent. Zywo gone as well. Krabeni finding flames. It's looking like a guarantee until the bomb was once again removed. Krabeni down to Apex. Rob's in the lobby. Confirms that they're trying to retrieve it in a quick tap. Jugs trades. Apex, they know exactly where you are. And he's just going to go down, jumping for the info. Gets more than he bargained for.
Okay. Good rounds, right?
Yeah.
Again, it's this top side. They continue to pest up. Vitality's money, it's fine for everybody bar Zywo. So it looks like they're going to try and hook him up with the AWP. Means Rops is going to take an MP9 for this ramp hold. Wow. Yeah, Rops is not ready for another player to be behind that CT vent. Important one there from Jugs. And then desperation again from Apex. Left in tough scenarios. There's 4 still available. Ramp rush.
Okay, well, Robs' MP9 will be suited to the task and already bursting, finding 2 in quick succession.
Oh, Apex has already cut the map in half.
No 1 yard, he says with confidence.
Yeah, you kind of want them to go down to B now. flameZ and mezzi are already there. Zywo has you stuffed if you try and go heaven and hell, and if you go back to lobby, Apex has you dead to rights.
You feel absolutely booked if you're FUT. You don't know it yet. You're about to feel it, though. A little bit of util thrown by cmtry, and mezzi will throw out a smoke of his own design. Double window swing. Demon. Oh, perfect. FUT just ripped to shreds by the defense, informed by that early yard push. Apex feeling good about that one. Understandably, it was his information that led to the stack in the right place. And as far as plans go, you heard from Coolio in that timeout.
A pretty brazen call to go for a ramp rush here, but it is against the weakest weapon. It's just crazy output for Rops, right? 2.5 kills. And the misdirection there with the smoke and the flash in their face. They're playing off of each other.
Let's fucking go!
Bringing that fire is Apex. Oh, he's caught Longs.
And he gets away.
Zywo's grabbed another.
Oh,
this half
brutal.
is done.
This is brutality from Vitality. A CT side that has very few cracks, very few signs of weakness.
They just did a 10-2 on the T side of Overpass. Now they're doing a 10-2 on the CT side of Nuke. This one makes a whole lot more sense. Either way, I think we got the same result impending.
Okay, a good find on the hot player. Jugs goes swinging on in and finds a nice pick onto Apex. Zaiwu's got the cross though, so 1 versus 3 with no HP. Jugs down, that is a 10-2. That is a statement from Vitality. They've shaken off Anubis. It's a distant memory now. This is domination on display from the world number 1.
There's the flash, that's going to catch Crims out. They're going to push on through. MBK gets one, but Crims with a spray down. He gets himself the triple. And Fnatic are not done yet.
Can you believe it?
I think FUT might be done soon, though. This is once again Vitality showing their dominance, showing they brought their form. They're in that major form. And it's going to have to be one hell of a CT side if FUT want to change the dialogue.
Just for a little bit of context right now, FUT have won 4 of the last 27 rounds of play.
Jeez.
I want for this fucking second half, even if we lose 13-2, I don't care. But I want to see that we are trying, okay? I want to see that we are having plans.
It's all about the plans, and flameZ might be able to rip them up if they don't overlook. Oh, they did. They overlooked the corner. cmtry just waltzes in, 2 from flameZ. And Krabeni can't hit the shot onto Robs. ZywOo hoping to be overlooked. Krabeni was ready, but ZywOo's deadly. He's hitting every shot he takes right now. 18 and 4, that's the current total. And it's just 1 man versus 4. Just for insurance, the bomb goes B. Even less likely for Jugs to do anything with this. Tracking from ZywOo. He's beneath you. It's an 11 to 2.
Okay, well, this could be FUT losing a map without getting a single opening kill.
God, that stat you just threw at us for the last 2 maps of play as well. It's
28 and 4. It's getting worse now.
yeah, okay, 28 out of the, or 4 out of the last 28. Rough.
Yeah. Especially when flameZ is doing that to you. He equals ZywOo in the opening kill department there. 4 apiece for those two. They were both great on Overpass. So the force spike for FUT, that's all they can really do.
What's it gonna be?
Apex is just outside on his lonesome. Has ZywOo for surveillance up on red. Silo, excuse me. Spams down to red. And he's across the secret with absolute ease. Now, in these type of rounds, normally with this space, you investigate to make sure no one's close. Then you can pivot into something that's a little bit more heaven and hell centric. But Jugs has company. They might want to try and comb through and clear this out. Jugs and cmtry, can they find Apex? Remember, he's going to have to call from this position. So his crosshair could get pulled away. Look at all the talking, right? He has to focus on the crosshair, but also convey what's going on.
He is anticipating the potential for 2, and that swing from Jugs does take him out. Opening kill goes FUT's way.
So we're 4 on 2 players, and they're trying to split into A right now.
Yeah, that's a good call. You've got a demon up in the rafters. It wasn't cleared. flameZ overlooked the possibility, so hang on. The pistol's lined up for Lonks. Nezzy and Rob's down to like a single 5.7 bullet. Peak efficiency.
And just on time, jinxed it. So they did get their opening kill right there, and they're able to convert their 3rd round of the map. And themselves a bit more to stand on. We'll see if there's a comeback. We'll give it the respect if they can get past the first full gun round. Right now, it's Vitality on the force.
That's what Coolio wanted to see.
As tough as young men not to get dejected.
Of course. You already felt like the odds were stacked against you with this high siege you gave yourself. Smashing your way through stage 2 effortlessly.
Yeah, the gift. Right, impromptu wall. Oh! Apex runs into the bullets.
Yeah, did hit 1 of his own as Jugs low, and now just running and gunning into Krabeni. Okay, quick trade from ZywOo. Got Demon and cmtry already down here.
Yeah, you can't rotate through the vents either if you're Jugs. Too low HP and it's already risky. Robs to activate late. If he can find a way out, they can still pivot back up. They don't have to commit towards B. They know a rotation will have been drawn. So a lot to worry about still if you're FUT, right? Nobody had eyes on outside, so they could have gone back up. Opportunity that there was the lurk piece of Robs. He's coming to join this down towards B. There's about 30 seconds left on the clock. They're going to have to brute force this site.
cmtry's like quite far away. He can react to the info.
Demon's in at least a spot that's good for 1. So Demon can, cmtry can get there in time.
This is their go. 15 seconds, Demon. Can't get anything. ZywOo perfectly cleared him. Now that enables a plant, no one can stop this. They will extend play.
Jugs is low.
Ball dropping. You should have that first bullet, but wow, Jugs still gets output. Still don't ZywOo to get past, and he is lethal. 1-on-1. Lonks denies another ZywOo ace. He's not going to stick it. Mezzy's going to call his bluff. He has no idea where he's gotten off to, but the door is closed. Next time he touches that bomb. Oh, Mezzy gave it a go. It's Lonks who keeps it strong and an important clutch.
If ZywOo got another ace there. The one back on Overpass was just to keep their record spotless. The one here was to kick off the map, and if that one happened, it would have been to close this one. 3 and 2 maps of play. Would have been out of this world, but the fact they do so much damage.
It's clear on Demon.
I'm surprised he gets nothing done here. Zywu just absolutely creams him there. And Jukes, that's a very important shot on the Robs. On low HP, very good output. Zywu lusting for that, and then I guess mezZ's thinking if it's a 10-second stick, I might have the timing on him right here, right now. So Apex wanted to say something there. He restrained himself. Zywu in with a hero AK. There's Deagles, some blocks, and, well, smokes. So action will be on Zywu. He looks like he wants to test his luck over towards ramp, and at the moment it would just be a 1v1. Just Demon here playing a bit of an off angle as smokes are being dotted outside now. So they're hoping this softens the ramp rotation, whether it's the ramp defender dropping down or his point of rotation having to deal with something else. They really just want to be able to isolate the fight. Krebeni's on his way though. They'll be too strong.
Zywu pathing forward. Demon takes contact, and down goes Zywu. Empty hands. Should be spotless. Just the one. Make it 2 from flameZ.
All right, he's got the bomb. He can get down towards B. Rotation will have to be launched through vent.
Glass not broken.
Light on time, 30 seconds. Can't really make too much of a play.
Best bet is the plant. And the doors will swing open.
Trying to pull him off.
He gets away with it. Understandable hesitance from Lonks.
Gotta be some one-taps.
It would have to be impeccable, and the first is his somehow, some way. He makes it threatening.
All right, it wasn't Zywu finding the output on the hero AK. It was flameZ. Bomb goes down. Plenty of damage done. It's going to leave this CT reinvestment a little bit wanting. Krebeni's going to need a drop. Jugs and cmtry should be able to oblige, and the high end is Demon. He should buy himself as part of this.
Doing the thing.
The wave again. The Cologne wave.
It's the Cologne wave. Starting early. What do you reckon, Cologne? You think FUT are going to put a couple more rounds on the board? All right, all right. See what Vitality have to say about that.
That's 2 HEs that get you absolutely nothing. And now the second smoke wall. Trying to stall out this secret cross, but so skittish with the util, right? They're definitely feeling the pressure of FUT.
At least Krebeni's got a smoke for this. He can jiggle, block, get the info. Might force a pivot.
Unfortunately, the AWP is over towards ramp, so they can deny any access as long as cmtry hits his shots.
He did deploy a smoke early. Fading now. Krebeni versus Zywu and flameZ. Oh my god! What? Oh, and the response from Zywu looks otherworldly. Taps off his head.
35. They've got to pick a bomb save. Still got 2 players over towards lobby. Apex is still outside.
Looks like it's going to be B. If they can get past Demon on ramp, they can join him. And he just walked into the angle.
But cmtry with the AWP down here. He's going to hit every shot.
It's not comfortable for an AWP in this position, but wow, makes light work of Apex. Now ready in position to deal with ramp.
That one
the
too.
jiggle from Robs did to connect, and he's hit the follow-up as well. Fallback AWPing. One-man army. cmtry has some support arriving. Longs from single door, bomb ticking. Jug's going to kick up a fuss from the ramp side. Zywu poised and ready. In his major form, doesn't hit that one tap, drops into the site, ready for Longs, tries to bring him down, but it's again Longs that bests him.
Not planning for mezZy.
It's uncomfortable for mezZy. Feels like a guarantee. We get a 6th here. cmtry's done enough. Yeah, beautiful. FUT will find a 6th, threatening throughout. And strong AWP presence from cmtry. 3 important kills to get that 6th round on the board.
Yeah, mezZ really had to get going there. That's going to be a very tough clutch for him either way, right? This is great work from cmtry. The fact that he hit that shot through the wall on Robs, he was already scared about taking that swing. That put him on notice, but the time forced him into it. And then mezZ just sticking out. Partial bite from Vitality, lost bonus into the next round to play, maxed out. This is now 4 straight. And I think they got here with a force buy win. So Vitality, in a way, have let them back in. They had those similar woes back on Anubis, right? Losing the light buys. So back to plague them again, as they've ducked under the scope of the AWP for now. When Benny, now he's feeling himself.
Aggressive maneuver bears fruit.
This is interesting. They've left Util on silo for Apex. Makes that look routine.
Yeah, and yet flameZ's the difference maker. He's been audible, though. Oh, cmtry doesn't pull the trigger. flameZ, he provides an opening kill, or rather a return to the norm, a 4-on-4. There's another one where that came from. There's a whole lot more if he does clear out the vents. Jugs with 2 back. It's mezZ in the lobby, empty-handed. They crunch in. Krabeni's aggression started off proceeding strong.
Timeout taken, Xtaz. First time he's felt the need to do so in this map, but now there's just a 4-round game. Pressure starting to mount. And this should have been done. This should have been over. The fact that you come into the second half, you win the pistol, at this point, it should have been game. FUT, they're not giving up. And Coolio, the calm and presence. You never hear him getting aggravated in these timeouts when we've had the listen in. Stayed calm is just asking for accountability from his team. Just wants you to put your best foot forward, pun not intended. Right now, they're making a map out of this. Sure, it does feel like a matter of time because some of these rounds have come down to the wire, but it feels that way until it's not. Jugs does fantastic. Even starts to transfer there into Zywa and Krabeni. Peekaboo.
Lovely double up.
And there's that signature roar.
What does round 19 have in store for us? Oh, Robs has got his own back. Krabeni, he found Robs in the previous. This time, just a timing unleash of the mag finds Krabeni just in front of the door.
You got to understand what he was up to there as well, right? Trying to rotate down the vent, so someone else is going to have to address that possibility unless they want to call the bluff.
Molotov will force Jugs out of position. Head on a swivel in combination with Longs to defend that top site. Is ramp completely open? It appears so.
Apex bringing the bomb over now. cmtry just returned.
Down.
Yep.
Yeah, he just had a little look. It's mezZ that takes him down. They've got everything they need. Cutting off the rotations as well. This looks like 12. Zywa removing Jugs. Robs just shoots Demon in the back of the head and nothing for Longs. I mean, he's in the right place at least. Even a fake Apex baits him in and takes the headshot himself.
All right, well, important timeout there for Xtaz. He takes it, they take the 30 seconds and they convert the round off the back of it. That's all you can ask for. Whether the coach just gave you that extra time or he made the suggestion, it's gonna look good in the stat column right there for the boss man. And it feels even better when the opening kill comes that way. Krabeni just getting caught. That's a tough way to go down, and then easy shot there for mezZ. They all just fall right into place one by one. This is where those close rounds come home to roost. Coolio takes his final tactical timeout, and we get to take a look at the complexion of the buy. It's 2 M4s, an AWP, and 2 MP9s. There's no kit possible, or at least not prioritized. It's weapons and util. That's just to hold on here. You made it a bit more of a competitive affair. You've salvaged the scoreline. It's no longer going to look like 2 blowouts back to back, but can you drag Vitality deeper in their first series?
Even with the compromises in the buy.
Orb starts ramp. Looks like they're going to give them the yard space if they throw the smoke walls. They can't really do too much about it. Graveni outside has a HE with the M4. It's just Apex out here, so they're hoping to force a big rotation. So right, they want them to cross, they have. Playing to the doorstep, Robs. Move straight forward through it, here they come.
Classic Robs maneuver, and it's going to try and provide a crack open of the site. Demon spotted Heaven. He's chipping in. Nice work from Demon. He shut them down. Sure, they've dropped. Sure, B site's vulnerable. cmtry, is he going to play ahead of this? He is, and he's caught flameZ. Thought he had time to make progress ramp. cmtry makes it clear and there's no access. Picking up that Molotov will delay one side, trying to channel them into the other, which is what he's primed and ready for the headshot, but it's Krabeni that's hoping to profit here, and gets the info. Mezzi's a dead man. And Apex thrust into an impossible clutch. A 1 versus 4 goes 1v3.
Okay.
A 10-second defuse, sure. And it's a good plant for this position. Covers great from Demon. Individual still popping off for FUT, and they hang on by their fingertips for another round of play.
Does X-Times want to take another one?
I mean, the correlation between him calling it and them converting.
Well, they've got money right now. Fortunately for them, because they had such a landslide within the first half, if they keep losing rounds, getting the bomb down, they've got max loss bonus, right? So they're going to be in a buy position. And it means that FUT, this comeback is as hard as it could possibly be. It couldn't be more difficult. You are not going to break the money of Vitality. That's the unfortunate truth of this one. So try to get tricky with the vent drop. Now this buy looks a whole lot better. 4-round game.
Multiple smokes are going to pop in unison.
Yeah, 2 questions. Outside the secret and the vent drop possibilities, both available off of that util.
Demon's in the right place for this. He's got the AK-47, and he's got multiple members of Vitality heading his way. He elects to just drop off immediately. Goes off the flash, anti for him. cmtry burns through, trying to lend a hand, get some info, does good damage. No lethality, it's ZywOo versus Demon if he does swing. They're waiting for that reaction from cmtry. They know there was an AWP nearby.
ZywOo could flash him into hell right now. Not taking the swing, just hoping for a shot. So cmtry's parred the way, giving them the space. 40 seconds, 5v5. Demon's coming back up for a look.
This is that re-clear Vitality are holding for. Just on that uncrouched tip of the head, flameZ's nailed it. He's not going to expect a second though, so Krabeni profits. A 4-on-4 and cmtry spotted looking the wrong way. Info flowing, Jugs down to Apex, that's a big headshot! How's he got 2? cmtry, you're overrun, mate! ZywOo takes him out, and it's just looking like a 13-8 scoreline after all. A hard-fought fight from FUT. Up against the top performer ZywOo, but Vitality will start off stage 3 with the win.
That's a big roll let out from Apex there, Anubis. They can forget about that. The ring rust no more. The type of form we had from ZywOo in this series is exactly what you want at a major, especially IEM Cologne. This here right now is the team to look out for.